Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg, and it is a week of tests, I suppose, of betas and demos. Yesterday I played the Fallout 76 beta, and today we get to play World of Warcraft Classic demo. Yeah, so this is only available to people at BlizzCon right now, or people that have purchased a BlizzCon virtual ticket, which costs $50. You get a lot of stuff, I guess, with the virtual ticket, I suppose. I don't know, I've never purchased one before, but when they said there was a WoW Classic demo with it, I was like, sure, I'll pay $50 for a demo. Why not? Yeah, so technically this was not supposed to be available until the opening ceremonies of BlizzCon are done, but apparently the servers are live right now, and if you, yeah, so you kind of access it right now, and I am, and we're doing it. So let's make a new character. So this demo consists of two different zones. Which is Barrens for Horde and Westfall, I believe, for Alliance. So we're gonna go with Horde because that's my classic side. When Classic releases in summer of 2019, I guess I am gonna be playing Alliance because I have friends that are gonna be playing Alliance. So, but I'm sure I'll have some Horde alts on some server. Okay, so we have just the 8 races from the OG, and I guess they're using older models, I guess. I don't remember. I don't know, my memory's really hazy. These do not look like retail current models. But anyways, so yeah, for Horde we got Orc, Undead, Tauren, and Troll. Alliance over there, of course, you got Human, Dwarf, Night Elf, Gnome. You're all familiar with that, I'm sure. So we're gonna go with my my classic setup here, which is Undead Warrior. Something like that. Mangg. And away we go. We are level 15. We've got some gear. Let's head into the Barrens. Oh, look at this loading screen. So yeah, I started playing World of Warcraft in 2000 and it was either 2005, 2006. I don't remember. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Vanilla WoW. Alright, so yeah, there are time limits on the demo because I guess they just are expecting so many people, and they just don't want to commit that many servers, so they're putting time limits in. So we have a 1-hour time limit, so that's going to be the length of this video, I guess. Yeah, alright, so we gotta move around some things here. Heroic Strike, oh my god. When was the last time I used that? We don't need that at all. Actually, we might need that. Hamstring, that's probably fine. I mean, we don't have that many abilities. We're level 15. So, it is what it is. It's probably fine. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. And, we have 6 talent points to spend. God, this is... I've not ever played on a private server for, like, vanilla or anything like that, so this is a fucking blast from the past for me. Okay, well, we have a copper battle axe. Yeah, we've got, you know, what you'd expect for a level 15 character, I suppose. We do have... We could go sword and board. We could go protection, but, yeah, warrior protection in vanilla is not, not excellent leveling material. So since we don't have another one-handed weapon, we can't really do Fury. So we'll go with arms. Probably just do something like that, I guess. Oh God, it's wild, man. It's wild.
Glory to the Horde.
Yeah. So yeah, I started playing WoW 2005, 2006. I don't remember exactly. I overheard some people in my high school talking about it in like the cafeteria, and I don't know, I was just like, okay, I'll check it out. And so I did. I initially rolled a dwarf warrior, I think, because I really like dwarves. So I was like, I'll play dwarf. But then I found out from them they play horde, and so I had to switch to undead. And I rolled up an undead warrior, and that was pretty much it. Although undead warrior was not my main initially. I also leveled up an orc shaman, and I played that for a while. Nice. Nice. Just marvelous. And so
I'm out of range.
So I played with you know, some friends for a while, and I made some new friends. I made a really good friend that I played with pretty much every day, and we sort of started a guild together. And I was a guild leader, and he was pretty much the raid leader, and originally it was called No Fat Chicks. But we got reported pretty quickly, and so I had to change it to just NFC. And we cleared MC, cleared Molten Core, and we cleared Zul'Gurub. And we started working on Blackwing Lair, but things kind of fell apart. I was very young to be a guild leader, but I was just like, I want to be a guild leader, why not? And I mean, we did stuff, but I was not old or really mature enough to run a guild at the time. I mean, I was like 16, so. So then, Burning Crusade came out, and I sort of fell out of the raiding world. Because our guild sort of fell apart, and so I was just like, I'm not running the guild, I'm not running the game, I'm not running things. You know, I was like 17 at the time, and so things just sort of after that, I sort of just drifted away from WoW. I raided here and there occasionally. Generally, I leveled up characters with every expansion, although some of them were way after the fact, like Mists of Pandaria. I don't remember doing anything at launch, and I just sort of drifted away from WoW because no one I really knew played, and just sort of lost its magic.
Too far away.
And that brings us to now with World of Warcraft Classic. It's not even so much that WoW Classic is like the best version of the game. You know, I think there certainly are improvements that the that the expansions brought. Not totally, but there are some small things that I definitely liked and appreciated. But it's more that, like, it's going to bring a lot of people back to the game. You know, it's... like, Ziggy and his wife are going to play. I've got a couple other friends that are going to play. You know, maybe we can reunite some of the old gang, and I think that's true for a lot of people. And whether or not, you know, that lasts for years afterwards, probably not. But you know, we're gonna have some good times with it, I think.
I'm out of range.
And yeah, I mean, nostalgia is certainly a factor. Because I don't have any, like, fond memories of pretty much any part of WoW after vanilla. I don't know why it's throwing my camera around like that.
Closer.
But, you know, I can look back at vanilla WoW with rose-tinted goggles. And I just, you know, I enjoyed PvPing. I enjoyed sort of the simplicity of everything. Trying to get into WoW nowadays, they do make a lot of concessions to make things sort of welcoming, but, you know, you're dealing with like 7 expansions or whatever worth of content, and it's just sort of overwhelming. I think it'll be nice to have sort of a focused experience. And as you'll notice, we are taking a long time to kill some plane striders, to get some beaks. This is pretty much what I expected. Warrior is not the easiest, quickest class to level up, for those that have not played vanilla WoW. It's definitely very different in current World of Warcraft, where you can just roll up as protection and take on 10 mobs at a time. Like, rage generation is really slow, and taking on 2 mobs at the same time of your current level is like suicide. But soon we will complete our first quest. So yeah, you know, for people that have never played World of Warcraft, this is probably going to seem a little dated compared to modern MMOs. Perhaps not graphically. I mean, these are definitely better graphics than 2004. But, just the style of gameplay and how things work is, you know, it's over a decade old.
What can I do for you?
But it still might be worth it. There's gonna be a lot of people playing. I think that's gonna be true.
Go with honor.
Strength and honor.
Oh, the Raptor Thieves. Yeah, it was funny. Back in the day,
Go with
I don't know why. I really do not understand I was not a bright teenager, I guess. I just did a lot of stupid things, like many people, I guess. But for whatever reason, I just hated the idea of quests. I don't know. I hated quests, and I just thought they were really stupid. And so, for many levels, I just refused to do quests. I don't know why. I grinded. I grinded to level 60 with my warrior, it took fucking forever. And I just don't... It would have been so much easier if I just did quests. But I just hated them. So... so I grinded to 60 because I hated quests, and then I became a guild leader. Yeah. Good times. But... yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to it. Hanging out with friends on Ventrilo. You know, I'm gonna open it up to the exploring series people, because we got the exploring Discord, and I'm hoping to make a guild, the Explorers, and maybe I can be a guild leader again and do things properly. I would like to be a tank, because that would be pretty cool. When I was a guild leader as a warrior, I was not I was not a tank at all. I was just Fury DPS, and I did pretty well. I knew how to play my character, so I often did pretty good on the damage meters, which I was proud of. But the only thing I ever tanked was Onyxia. I was an off tank for Onyxia because I was really good at stance dancing, which is where you quickly switch between stances, because, oh man, the fact that that's back is just really exciting, because that was one of my favorite things because I was so good at it. So you'd tank in defensive stance because you take 10% less damage, and it'd increase your threat generation, so you'd be a good tank. That's what it's there for. But for Onyxia, you'd often get feared, and so there's an ability. I don't have it now. No, it was a Fury ability called I think it was Berserker Rage. And so during the time when Berserker Rage was active, you were immune to fear. But you couldn't use it in defensive stance, so you'd have to switch to fuck if I forgot the name of it, but the other stance. And then switch back to defensive stance very quickly. And also, because I was an undead, we also had Will the Forsaken, which also provides immunity to Charm, Fear, and Sleep for 5 seconds. And this you could use in any stance, so basically I was really good for just not being feared. Which, if you don't know, fear makes your character just uncontrollably run away, which is not good when you're tanking a big boss. So, yeah. That was the only thing I really ever tanked, because I was really good at it. And I thought it was fun. So, I'd like to be a main tank and really focus on it, because that sounds cool. This place is getting a little over-farmed. I didn't see many zebras or raptors. We may have to move further out.
Expecting you.
Well, I wonder if you could do Wailing Caverns. Probably, I mean, with an hour time limit, that's a little rough.
We shall meet again. What do you need?
What else? I was also a really big fan of UI modifications. Because you guys know, I love mods. I'm all about mods. So, for an MMO, the only mods you can really do are changing the UI. Although, in Burning Crusade, I started messing around with other kinds of mods. Because there were mods you could find that would change your character's appearance. Client side. So only you could see the change, but it let you play as like pretty much anything you wanted with any equipment you wanted. It was like super extreme transmogrification that only worked for you. So for parts of Burning Crusade, I ran around as like a gnome with dual Thunder Furies and stuff like that, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, UI mods. God, I spent a lot of time customizing my UI, downloading all sorts of different compilations and UI suites and things like that. I almost never played with the vanilla setup here, because that was just always such an interesting thing to me, how much people worked on the UI, where it looked nothing like this. Everything was moved and changed and altered, and it added all sorts of information, and it was very cool. Okay, I think we have to... Yeah, there's no, like, there's no tracking of quests. That throws me off. Because that was not how things were done. You had to just find stuff. And these are high-level shit, so we don't want to do that. We can go to the Forgotten Pools. That'll look cool. I think that's over here, but we'll find out. What else can I talk about? So, mounts. For those that don't know, back in the day, mounts were extremely expensive. There would be oftentimes many people would be at level 60, including myself, I believe, without a fast mount. And because it was really it was really strange. The actual training to use a fast mount would not be that expensive, but the mounts themselves were extremely expensive. Like, money just did not come in the way it does nowadays. Quests gave, like, you know, not much money. And it wasn't like now where at level, if you're at max level and you do a quest, instead of XP, it gives you, like, more money. And so, money really came from, like, grinding, and just picking up, like, cloth, or finding, rare items that you could sell in the auction house, or grinding out, like, gathering, so just running around picking up ore over and over, or if you were really... if you had a really high crafting skill and you had some good recipes, you could craft stuff for people, and, like, you could collect tips from that and stuff. Or you could manipulate the auction house. But back in 2005, 2006, that was not a common skill. Not many people knew how to do that. So yeah, I don't know. I had grinded to 60. And so I was just sort of sick of grinding, and I didn't want to gather anything. I didn't do any crafting, really. So... I was broke. I was just utterly broke. But there was a guy in our guild. There was a guy in our guild. I think he went by the name of Maydral. I want to say that's probably wrong, but hey, level up. You know, we talked to him on occasion. He was a good guy. He was like a teenager. He was like our age, and my age, and he was really quiet. I'm pretty sure he was gay.
Too far away.
Not that that means anything. I'm just telling you about him. And so, you know, he was a nice guy, and then suddenly one day he just gave me like 500 gold so I could buy a mount, a fast mount. This seemed absurd at the time.
I need to get closer.
Like, that was a fuckload of money to just give somebody. I don't even know how he got it. I don't know what happened, but... So that was really the only way I ever got a fast mount, was because of that. I would have never gotten one until probably Burning Crusade. So that was pretty awesome. I remember that. Yeah. I know this is not going to seem like a very exciting video. For this, you know, especially for some people that have not played vanilla WoW or anything like that. This seems like very slowly just plodding around killing animals. And if I knew no one that was planning on playing WoW Classic, like if none of my friends were interested and it was just whatever, that would probably affect my hype level. Certainly. I'd probably still play it a bit, but the fact that I'm gonna be playing with friends, shooting the shit, talking, and going through wailing caverns and stuff like that, yeah, it's got me pretty hype. Actually, I won't be going through wailing caverns. Well, I don't know. I have no idea what Alliance players do. I've never played Alliance. I have no idea. I think Dead Mines is involved. So, that's going to be a very new experience for me. So, I'm kind of looking forward to that as well. We can find Mancrick's wife. Actually, when we hit 30 minutes, here, I'm gonna make an Alliance character, and we'll switch over to that. Okay, so they're saying it's a 90-minute cooldown after your time is up, and this guy says it's an hour. I don't know if anyone actually knows this, but we'll see. Uh-oh. I might die. Probably, actually. As it is, I really have no means of surviving. There you go. Death. That's how easy you can die in old school WoW. Yeah. Good times. Good times to be had. Shoot bow, shoot crossbow, shoot gun. You gotta have 3 different abilities there for that. Oh, and they give you blacksmithing at 40. Oh, I could. But they don't give you. Oh, hold on. Let me. Oh, they do give you mining. Okay, I can mine. We should do some mining. Let me see here. How do I? I mean, this is a game that I technically haven't played in like 12 years. Oh, there you go. Let's mine something. Yeah, copper vein. See, and you'd think that undead would have unlimited breath underwater, but no, they just have like 3 times the amount. We don't want to get too OP here. Nice. We've got some ore. We could smelt it, and then we could make probably nothing because we don't have enough copper. Oh, I can make a sharpening stone. Here you go. Increases sharp weapon damage by 2. Holy shit. Now we're OP. Oh, and you have to use it on... There you go. Yeah. Yeah. We're just destroying this guy now. With an extra 2 damage? Holy shit. Doesn't stand a chance. Okay. Just a couple minutes left here. So yeah, if you, if you don't know, the Barrens, this zone was infamous in old school WoW for really having like the worst general chat going on at all times. Because it was a low-level zone. I mean, you come here at like level 8 or something like that, or 10. So a lot of people starting out made it to this zone, but not necessarily, you know, younger kids and stuff like that. Not necessarily made it to higher levels. And it was a massive zone. I mean, you were here for a long time. So there was a lot of people in the zone. Because it's like one of the biggest zones. I mean, it's this whole thing, and down here, it's a big zone with a lot of quests. And so, yeah, it was just a breeding ground for young kids and teenagers and stuff, and general chat was just always active because there was a lot of people, and it was generally really stupid. So, it's back. It's back. I just want to climb this mountain since we're here. And look out on Vanilla WoW. There you go. I don't know if we can change draw distance or not. I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know. I don't really see it anywhere. Oh well. I mean, that's just probably as good as it was in Vanilla WoW, so... There you go. That's the Barrens. There's just a lot of animals, and it's a plain savanna type area. Although there's some oases and things like that. Okay, let's head over to the Alliance side. Check that out, because that's all pretty new to me. Now, when it launches, I'm hoping to play a gnome warrior. Hopefully I can snag the name Hulk on like launch day, because that would be really boss. be a no warrior named Hulk. That would be great. But I don't know if that'll happen. So it'll probably just be Mangg. But for this, let's play a gnome mage. Can I use the same name? No. Okay. Then we go with the original spelling of Mangg. The OG spelling. Before I switched it. Because this spelling was what the Dark Age of Camelot random name generator gave me. And then I decided that... actually, I think I made an alt on there. Oh my god. Look at this shit. All these people decked out in, like, identical gear and stuff. I think I made an alt on Dark Age of Camelot, and I decided I wanted the same, like, phonetic sound. But I need to change the spelling a little bit. And then that's the one that's stuck. 15 devised travelers and 15 devised smugglers. I don't think I'll finish that in 28 minutes, but who knows. I think there were other announcements made during the opening ceremonies. I stopped watching the opening ceremonies after I found out I could get in WoW Classic, so I think people are trying to tell me about stuff. But I got WoW shit to do. So I actually did level up a mage during Burning Crusade. I got a mage to level 70, and I think I did a couple raids with him. But I do not remember almost anything about vanilla mage. I'm pretty sure Frost is a good leveling spec. Sure. Got Arcane Intellect. That's always good. We got Frost Armor. That's good. We can polymorph things. That's good. God, I've never been in this zone in my life. I have no idea where I'm going. So yeah, I usually like playing as really small characters. This goes back to when I was very young. I'm watching my brother play like Dark Age of Camelot and stuff. And my brother like really dislikes PvE content. Like he doesn't like raiding or you know anything like that. All he likes is PvP. And so he told me many times, he's like, you gotta play the smallest character possible, because in PvP, that makes it harder for enemies to click on you, and that gives you an advantage. And I was like, that makes perfect sense. That is just brilliant. He was brilliant. when I was pretty damn young. And I don't even like PvP that much. Although I did a fair share on my warrior. But yeah, pretty much for any MMO, I tend to go towards smaller characters. Because it's just like, yeah, if I do PvP, that just makes sense. I have no idea where these define... Maybe I should, like, look. Near the Jangalode mine to the northwest. And the Molson farm... Okay, so northwest. We're going in the complete wrong direction. So I don't know if they really announced how long this demo is going on for. I assume it's just during BlizzCon. I'm really curious to watch tomorrow. I think there's going to be like a WoW Classic panel where they reveal a lot more stuff. So there might be more like betas between now and next summer. But yeah, it's definitely something I'm very hyped about. Because really, I don't have a group of friends that plays a lot of video games together. Like, almost never. So when a game is coming out that I know a bunch of people are going to get and we're going to be playing together, it's pretty exciting. Especially one that has like as much content as WoW does. Yeah, so you can tell the kill times are definitely quicker for a mage compared to my warrior. Oh, see that's funny. So, you know, OG WoW has like mob tagging. So the first person to hit a mob like gets all the items and XP, even if someone else like beats it all the way down. So in current WoW, that doesn't exist. So in current WoW, you're running around, you can smack everything, and as long as you do some damage to it, you know, you get a reward. But that's actually probably an improvement, because especially when like the early levels, things are very crowded, or mobs that are like it's one enemy that everyone needs to kill to complete a quest, and it just gets farmed. You have to wait like 20 minutes in order to, you know, hit it and get a kill on it. You know, that's one of those things that's like, yeah, that's where rose-tinted glasses and stuff just sort of, you can see the flaws, but that's the way it is. They're not going to change it. And really, you know, they shouldn't, because vanilla WoW should be vanilla WoW. That's what it was. Takes forever to do quests, though. Gosh. I mean, this is definitely overpopulated right now, so that's part of it. But having to kill 30 of these enemies is just absurd. Let's see, that's tagged. That's not tagged. Oh, now it's tagged. You can see because it's gray, so. So it's going to be a little different, because when WoW originally came out and raiding was going on and stuff like that, the internet was not in the same place as it was now. Like YouTube was like just getting started, so people were just not recording as much, and so information about raid bosses and strats and things like that just were not at the same level as it is now. And you also have a lot of people that are coming back to WoW that have done these raids in the past and are familiar with them. And so a big question is sort of like difficulty of content. You know, like I said, when I was running a guild, it took us a while to clear Molten Core, which is like the basic big raid at the time. Because we really just, I mean, we looked up strats, but I don't remember like really watching videos, or if there were, they weren't great quality videos. This guy's dead. Oh, he's got this guy. And we had a lot of people that were just not very good at the game. You know, you had a lot of younger people. And, you know, they were like keyboard turning and like clicking on their abilities. They were just not very quick in figuring out how to do things and what to do. And that just makes for a difficult encounter. So the question now is, with people that are better at games, better at MMOs, better at WoW, information is going to be more easily available and all this sort of stuff. We've got a decade, you know, over a decade of WoW raiding under our belts now. Some of us. Are we just going to trivialize all the content when it comes out? And then it's just going to be like, okay, well, we're all cleared up. We've done all the raids. We've cleared everything. That's it. Because I never felt like I had a shortage of content. I know some guilds did. You know, the top guilds that cleared everything first, and they were just on full clear and like, okay, waiting for the next raid. Here we go. My guild was never waiting for the next raid. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Alright, I think I'll leave the video off here, actually, because really I've run out of things to talk about. I think you get the gist of it. WoW is not... I've never considered WoW to be a fun game to watch, although I did attempt a Let's Play of it long, long ago with my WoW buddy, which was just a really stupid decision, but... I've got some exploring series work to do and things like that. So I'll leave it off here. I'll probably keep playing this for the rest of the weekend. Here and there, like I'm not going to go crazy with it or anything just because there's not that much to do here, but it's fun to hang out. And yeah, so summer of 2019. Sometime in those months it will release. It's going to be available free to anyone that has a retail WoW subscription, but obviously there's a lot of people that do not have or care about retail WoW, so we'll find out more for just a standalone cost, I'm sure. But alrighty then. My name is Mangg. This has been the World of Warcraft Classic demo, and I'll see you fine folks around.